Hello and welcome back to Underdog Investing. So today I'd like to talk about Lemonade. Firstly, I want to go through the stock price and how we've been performing over the past few weeks and months. And then I'd like to talk about Citron Research and some good news regarding their company. And then finally, I'd like to talk about car insurance and whether or not I think that Lemonade are going to go into the car insurance industry. Now, before I jump into the video, I'll be grateful if you can smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for future updates. So as you can see, today is Friday the 29th of January, and we actually just closed at around $145, which is around 3% down in this particular trading day. And looking at the 5-day chart, you can see that we're actually forming a nice consolidation pattern around the 140 to 150 range. And if we have a look at this 6-month chart, you can see that in December we actually formed a similar consolidation pattern, a nice wedge between 105 to 120. And then that led to a nice spring upwards all the way to 180. And then following that, we actually had quite a significant correction for a few reasons, and I've actually mentioned that in previous videos. But basically now we've actually formed a nice consolidation pattern around the 140 to 150 region. So I'm hoping that the next spring is upwards. So moving on to the the Citron Research. Basically, we don't like Citron Research, and they are a short selling company. And the reason why I don't like them is because they actually recently came out with a video targeting Lemonade, and they're shorting the stock. And this was on the 15th of January. But we've got some good news now, because with all this craziness with GameStop going on and how retail investors are gathering in masses to target these short sellers, it's actually affected short sellers significantly because they've actually lost so much money. And what Citron Research have actually said now is, so this was literally 7 hours ago, Citron Research discontinues short selling research. After 20 years of publishing, Citron will no longer publish short reports. We will focus on giving long side multi-bagger opportunities for individual investors. So what they're really saying is that for the past 20 years, they've been manipulating the market and profiting for the rich people. And this is at the expense of the retail investors who get burnt on the way. And what's actually happened now is that retail investors have finally found a platform to actually gather together. In this case, it's Reddit and Twitter. And they gather together, target these short sellers, and basically all it is they're fighting back. And now that Citron Research have actually had a taste of their own medicine, they're not actually enjoying it. So they're actually quitting, which is really good news, but I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. So moving on to the car insurance industry. So if we have a look here, this is by Allied Market Research. So the global auto insurance market generated $739 billion in 2019 and is estimated to hit $1.06 trillion by 2027, registering a compound annual growth rate of 8.5% per year from 2020 to 2027. Now, if we compare this to the insurance industry as a whole, which is a $6 trillion market, you can see that the auto insurance market is 1/6 of the whole insurance industry, and Lemonade is definitely not going to want to miss out on the auto insurance business. Now, I'm just going to go through some of the hints that they've given us, which indicate that they potentially are looking to go into the car insurance market. Starting with a tweet by Shai Winiger on the 6th of January. Let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, if this is not a clue that they are very serious about the car insurance industry, I don't know what is. I mean, it's quite funny as well. So that's that. And the other thing is a recent interview, literally 1 or 2 days ago, by Daniel Schreiber, the CEO of Lemonade, with Couch Investor. If you haven't seen that interview yet, I would encourage you to go and watch it because it was very interesting. But I just wanted to focus on the car insurance part. So near the end of the interview, Couch Investor actually asked Daniel Schreiber whether he's considering the car insurance market. And so this is basically how Daniel Schreiber answered it. I'm just going to summarize it. So what he said was they really want to cater to all customers' needs. And one of the things that Lemonade do is cater to the customer's life cycle. So what I mean by that is they start off, for example, when the customers are young, they start off with renter's insurance. And then when the customer buys a home, they move on to homeowner's insurance. And then when they start a family and buy a pet, they move on to pet insurance and life insurance. And one of the things that's missing there is actually car insurance. As cars, owning a car is a significant part of the life cycle of pretty much all human beings. Now, so that's the first point. The second point is that what he said was so home insurance and car insurance, for example, are very often bundled together. And he's actually admitted that there are some customers who are keen on having Lemonade home insurance policies, but they've had to say no and move on to other insurance companies because they just don't offer car insurance, and so they're not able to bundle this together and create a discount. So they actually move on to other insurance companies who are able to provide home insurance and car insurance, bundle them together and provide a discount. So that's definitely something that they don't want to miss out on, especially as they are an extremely high growth company and they are trying to acquire as many customers as possible. So I'm sure they don't want to miss out on acquiring these customers. And the third thing is that Daniel Schreiber himself actually said, quote, he is very well read about autonomous vehicle and data implications of different technologies within the car space. So that in itself is just a massive hint that they are very seriously considering car insurance. And the thing about Daniel Schreiber is he doesn't like to talk much. He really does like to let the actions of the company speak for him. And I personally think that with the size of the car insurance market and all these hints that they're giving us with this tweet by Shai Wininger and the statement that Daniel Schreiber mentioned in that recent interview, I really do think that I wouldn't be surprised if in the near future we do see Lemonade announcing car insurance as part of their business. So that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, I'll be grateful if you can smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think that Lemonade are going into car insurance? And finally, if you found this video useful, I'll be grateful if you can share this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.